Hello children, welcome to the next session, session number 18, and we are moving to the chapter 2. So chapter 1 is finished, and in the previous session I have given some last questions. Maximum of the students not attempted properly, hardly one or two or three students they attempted in a correct way. I appreciate them. And the remaining students, you just need to improve more, listen the classes properly and try to answer in a given manner. Don't simply write the first and last question and everything. Okay. Now the next chapter 2 is linear equation in one variable. That is your chapter 2, linear equation one variable. Very simple chapter where we can expect a word problems in the examination point of view. Word problems maximum we can expect in the examination point of view. Now let us try to understand one by one before going to the directly exercise sums. Some basic points we have to understand this one, and this is the basic point, or this is the pillar for these equations, which is going to continue in the 9th class as well as in 10th class. Maximum of the students in 10th class are unable to do that questions because they are not perfect at this stage. So you try to learn and try to understand the concept and try to go for an implementation process with the given sums, then you will be perfect in your higher classes. So let us try to understand some points in this chapter. So directly without I am not going to the exercise sums, we will do some basics in this one. First of all, we have to know some definitions. So what is an equation? So an equation can be defined as an algebraic equation is equality of algebraic expressions involving variable and constant. So that means simple to understand yourself, LHS, left hand side of an equation is equal to the right hand side. Example, x plus y is equals to 40. It's an equation. What are x plus y? They are variables. Variable means any alphabets. And what is this 40? It's a constant. So let us assume the number of boys and girls in 8th class is 76. Let us check. The number of boys and girls in a class is 76. This is an equation where variables and constants are going to involve. So like this, we can go for one more example. So for example, 2x minus 7 is equals to 35. So what is the basic point for an equation is there must be we have to represent the is equal to, and there must be any quantity on the right hand side. It may be variable or it may be constant, and there must be one more quantity on the left hand side. So that means equation left hand side must be equal to right hand side. Whatever the values are there, it's not be equal to anyone. So there is no restriction that it should have this value only, it should have that value only. But the content is equality of expressions involving variable and constant. That is called as an equation. Example, I have given some examples, and in textbooks also some page number 35 he given some values, and the basic point you have to understand is that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Whatever the values, it may be variable a, b, c, x, y, z, l, m, n, whatever it may be, we can take any variable, right? Next, coming to the next point, linear. Now I have just given the definition of equation. Now we will go for the linear. So what is a linear is that an equation in which degree is 1. So what is meant by degree? Again we have to go for one more definition. Degree is 1. So what is a degree is nothing but again we have to go for degree. The highest power of the given equation, may be called as, because degree having lot of definitions, for an 8th class standard students, for your convenience purpose, I am giving this definition. That's why I used this word called as may be called. This may be one of the definition. Now we'll work out on this. Degree. The highest power of the given equation is called as degree. So what is the power? I'll take one example. X plus y is equals to 5. Okay. So what is the power means? The number which is going to represent on the top of the variable. So if nothing is given, we can take it as 1. So what is the highest power? It is 1. So therefore this is called as linear variable, linear equation. Suppose you don't understand, I'll tell one more example. Look at this. X square plus y is equals to 6. Now what is the degree of this? Degree is 2. And what is the degree of this? Nothing is given, we have to take it as 1. So this is degree is 1. Now we have 2 and 1. So what I told, the highest power of the given equation. What is the highest power? 2. So therefore this is not a linear variable, linear equation. Okay. For your convenience purpose, I'll give one more example. So y square plus x square plus x plus y is equals to 10. Suppose this is given. Now what is the degree? So degree of it is 2. This is also 2. This is 1 and this is 1. Now what is the highest degree? 2. So therefore is it a linear equation or not means? No, it is not a linear equation. Okay. So next, one more point you have to understand. Suppose to confuse the students, he may give like this: x plus xy is equals to 6. X plus xy is equals to 6. So is it a linear equation or not? He will ask. Now look at this. We will take it as 1. If nothing also given, we have to take it as 1, 1. Because x power 1, x power 1, y power 1. So the students may think that it is a linear equation. But it is not a linear equation. So why it is not a linear equation? Suppose if the variable is only 1, we have to consider this only. Suppose we are having 2 variables, we have to add the powers also. So 1 plus 1 means 2. Its degree will be 2. So that's why this is not a linear equation. Okay. So now I'll go for one more example. Look at this. X plus xy plus xyz is equals to 40. Suppose this is given. Now can you guess what is the degree of that? Yes, it is 1. And this one is also nothing is given means 1, 1. And this is also 1, 1, 1. Now what is the degree of that, So degree here it is 1. And this is 2. And this is 3. So therefore the degree of the equation is 3. So it is not a linear equation. So don't check it is, if it is only variable is given means not we have to check. If it is given in the single variable, it's okay. If it is a combination of 2 or 3 variables, then what we have to do? We have to add the powers. Okay. Now answer this question. What is the degree of x square, y square, z square? What is the degree of that equation? Can you guess? Don't write 2. It is 6. Why 6? 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay. Next, x cube, y cube. What is the degree of this? Don't say cube, 3. So it is also 6. And don't say 9, 3 into 3. Okay. Now look at this. X cube, x square y, x y square. Can you tell what is the degree? Yes, here is 3. Here also 3 because 2 plus 1. Here also 3. 1 plus 2. Okay. So this is the way to find out the degree in this one. Now we'll go for the definition of an given chapter. So what is the given chapter name? Linear equation in one variable. So now what is the linear equation? Degree must be 1, and one variable means no doubt it should have only one variable. Okay, now I'll go for the definition. Therefore, an equation with degree 1 and one variable, degree 1 and one variable is called as linear equation. Linear equation in one variable. This is the definition of our topic. So we'll go for some examples. Page number 35. Do this. So in the textbook, do this, try this, will give. So don't ignore that. They are very, very, very important in the examination point of view. Now we will try to understand the question. Which of the following are linear equations? Okay. Now 4x plus 6. 4x plus 6 is equals to 8. So what is the degree? 1. Yes, it is a linear equation. Next, 4x plus 4x minus 5y. 4x minus 5y is equals to 9. Yes, it is also linear equation because the power is 1, here is also 1. Next, 5x square, look at this. 5x square plus 6xy minus 4y square is equals to 16. So linear equation or not means no, it is not a linear equation. Why? Its degree is 2, this degree also 2, and this is also 2. So therefore the highest power is 2. That's why it is not a linear equation. Now coming to next one, xy plus yz plus zx is equals to 11. So it is a linear equation or not means no, it is not. It is also not a linear equation. So why? What is the reason? X and y. So what is its degree? It's 2, 2, 2. This is also not a linear equation. Next, 3x plus 2y minus 6 is equals to 0. Yes, it's a linear equation because 3x power 1 and 2y power 1. Now don't add this. We have to add when the two variables are in multiplication, x, y, y, z. Then only we have to add the powers. Otherwise, don't add this. Then next, 3 is equals to 2x. 3 is equals to 2x plus y. You may ask that this is on the right hand side. Now the variable is on the right and left hand side. Constant is on left hand side means it's not an issue. The variables may be on the right hand side or it may be on the left hand side. But we have to check only the powers. So therefore this is also linear equation. And next, 7p 6q plus 13s is equals to 11. It is also linear equation. 7p power 1, 6q power 1, 13s power 1. So it is also linear equation. Now the point is linear equation in one variable. Among this, these are linear equations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these two are not linear equations. Shall I leave about this? Among this, linear equation in one variable. Which are that? So if you carefully observe, an equation with degree must be 1 and with only one variable. So now I'll come from the back. This is degree, but how many variables are there? 3 variables are there, p, q, s. So this is a linear equation, but this is not a linear equation in one variable. Now look at this, 2x plus y. It's a linear equation, but this is a linear equation with not one variable. Or how many variables it is there? This is called a linear equation with 3 variables. This one. This is linear equation with 2 variables. And this is also 3x plus 2y. This is also linear equation with 2 variables. Now look at this 4x minus 5y. This is also linear equation with two variables. Now look at this. How many variables are there? Only one. So therefore, this type of examples are going to discuss in this chapter. Don't get confused. All are linear equations who have in degree having 1. But the condition is it may have one variable, it may have two variables, or it may have three variables. In this chapter, we have to discuss linear equation with one variable. So what are the conditions? Degree must be 1 and there must be only one variable. So means x or y. Now you may ask, sir, 6z is equals to 36. Is it a linear equation in one variable or not? Means yes. It is a linear equation in one variable. Now you can ask one more question. 2m plus 6 is equals to 4m plus 4. So is it a linear equation in one variable or not? Means yes, it is also linear equation in one variable, because how many are there here? M, only one. Here is also m. We have only one variable. And what is the degree? M power 1, m power 1. So therefore, this also comes under the category of linear equation in one variable. Okay. Now this is the meaning of the title. That means what we are going to learn in this chapter. So this is about the introduction of the chapter. So if I go directly into the exercise sums, it is not a good thing. So we need some basics. Listen this class for 2 or 3 times. If you understand at the first stage, it's okay. If you are unable to understand, again listen for 2 or 3 times and think practically and go for the practical examples whatever they given in the textbook. Right? Now right, one more question is there. Page number 36. Which of the following are simple equations? So here one more definition is given. Linear equations are also called as linear equation in one variable are also called as simple equations. So if you get a definition, what are simple equations? What is your answer? What are simple equations means? Any linear equation in one variable is called as simple equations. Now here some questions are given. Let us try to answer that. First one. Simple equations are not. The question is, which of the following are simple equations? Means linear equation one variable or not, we have to tell. The first question, 3x plus 5 is equals to 14. First of all, it's an equation. Is equals to the right hand side, left hand side. And its power is 1 and one variable. So answer is, it is yes. Yes, it is a simple equation. Next, second one, 3x minus 6 is equals to x plus 2. It is also yes, because 3x power 1, x power 1, and we are having LHS and as well as RHS. So degree is 1, and what is the variable? Both sides we are having x only. So it is also s. Next we will go for the third example. 3 is equals to 2x plus y. So no doubt its answer is no. Of course its degree is 1. 2x power 1, y power 1. But it is not a simple equation. Why? The reason is it is having two variables. So in this case only one variable. So we have to write it is having, of course degree is 1, but it is having two variables. So what are the variables? X and y. So that's why it is not a simple equation. Next, fourth one. X by 3 plus 5 is equals to 0. Yes or no? Yes. So by multiplication, that's not an issue. We have to check only the variable and its degree. So by 3 it may be there. That means it is dividing. It's not an issue. We have to check this variable. Next, fifth one. Look at this. X square plus 5x plus 3 is equals to 0. So the answer is no. Why? What is the reason? The reason is very simple. its degree is 2. Of course, it is having one variable x, but what is the answer? Its degree is 2. Degree is 2. What is the condition? Simple equation. There must be one variable, and second thing is its degree must be 1. In this case, what is the degree? It is 2. That's why it is not an answer. Next, sixth one. 5m minus 6n is equal to 0. This is also no. Why? Two variables. We have to know the reason. If it is yes, it is okay. If it is a no, we have to know why it was no. Two variables. Next, seventh one. 7p plus 6q plus 13s is equal to 11. It is also no. Of course, it is having degree 1, but what is the reason? It is having 3 variables. It is not a simple equation. 3 variables. Next, and the last one, eighth one is 13t minus 26 is equal to 39. Its answer is yes, because only one variable is there. Okay. Next, so by basing on this, we have to get into two conclusions. Conclusion number 1 is it may have degree 1, but it will have 2 variables. Look at this. And it may have same variable, but degree is 2. So we have to remember only one condition. Condition number 1, degree must be 1. And second thing is only single variable must be there. That are called as simple equations. Okay, so that's all. I'll stop this today, and right, we will go for one more point. After this, I'll stop that. So do this. I'll give the assignment in this last stage. So what the things you have to do? So very important aspect in this chapter is that transposing the terms. Transpose. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-S-E. Transpose of terms. T-R-M-S. Very important aspect. Throughout the chapter, we have to remember this. So that's why daily I am going to mug up this. So once the problems are going to start, you must be thorough of this. So what is this transport of terms? I told already. An equation will have LHS and RHS. LHS stands for the left hand side and RHS stands for the right hand side. So transpose means we have to write the variables to one side and constant to other side. Whenever an equation is given, we have to transpose, we have to interchange some terms. How to interchange? We have to write all the variables on one side and all the constants, constant means numbers, to other side. For this, we have to transpose some terms. We have to send one term to that side and one term to this side, because to interchange to write the variables one side and constant one side. In this case, we have to go for some basics. So the basics are, in your textbook it is given. Suppose if it is a plus quantity is going to transpose from left hand side to right hand side, or right hand side to left hand side, becomes minus quantity. First you learn, then in the applications I will explain. That means, suppose this plus quantity from LHS is going to transpose to right hand side, or plus quantity from right hand side to left hand side, it will become minus. Next, the same reverse, minus quantity becomes plus quantity. Minus quantity becomes plus quantity. Similarly, multiplication quantity becomes division quantity, divided quantity, and in reverse, divide quantity or division quantity becomes multiplication quantity. These are the four basics you have to remember. So first of all, why to transpose the terms? Why we should transpose the terms means, what we have to do? We have to we have to transpose the term means we have to write all the variables one side and constants one side. Further say, we have to transpose some terms. So whenever we are transposing the terms, these are the basic points we have to remember. Plus quantity becomes minus, minus quantity becomes plus, multiplication becomes division, and division becomes multiplication. Okay, so these are the basic points you have to remember throughout this chapter. Okay, so that's all for today's session. So in this session, your today's assignment, what you have to write, some students are writing all the examples whatever I have given. Some examples I will give for your understanding purpose. So no need to write that. So today's assignment, so all the definitions I have told. How many definitions I have given? I think I have given 3 definitions. One is equation, second thing is what is linear equation, and third thing is degree, and fourth one is definition of linear equation in one variable. So total 4 definitions I have given. You have to write all the 4 definitions. Next, do this. Page number 35. Page number 35. Do this. Already explained. Write the title. Which of the following are linear equations? And second thing is page number 36. Do this. This is the today's assignment. You have to do it. And at last, transpose of quantities. How many transpose are there? 4. Write that 4. Right? From tomorrow onwards, in the next session, we will start the exercise sums. Very, very important one, and very simple one if you are thorough with these points. Okay? So that's all. Introduction class. I took almost all 28 minutes. We have to do this one. Otherwise, if you simply start the exercise sums, some students may unable to do that one. So for the student's sake, for the subject purpose, I need to explain that. So hope you all understand this concept. And one suggestion to all the students, and it's not a suggestion, the point is, some students are doing homework when what I told in the class, if I give that one, they are doing. If I give any own sums, that means yesterday in the session number 17, I given my own sums, and maximum of the students are unable to do that one. So when simply say, I think sir, I am not understand. Okay, understanding is okay, but try to understand the question. Simply so don't say that one fellow from boys section, what he wrote, I don't know all the questions. Explain me, sir. He is asking like that. I have given 5 or 4 questions, I hope. What he wrote to me is that I don't know all the answers for all the questions. Explain me, sir. Idiot, what are you thinking of that stupid fellow? If you follow the classes regularly, automatically you understand. Can't you understand the number line? Very simple topic. Can't you understand how to insert the rational numbers? Of course, the last question may be tough. Cost of some milk is given. That is also easy. But simply saying that I don't know answers for all. Explain me, sir. What I have to explain? First, listen the class carefully. then automatically you'll get all the answers. Don't send that type of stupid pictures for me. He copied all the questions and he written. You know the person who is I'm telling. If you listen the classes properly, automatically you will get. I am giving basic questions. So don't blame the teacher. What the parents will think that you are not understanding. If you listen the classes carefully, definitely you will understand. Simple topic. Number line is a very tough topic. Very simple one. Inserting rational numbers. Make the denominator say multiply this with the second denominator and first with second denominator. Then you have to write the middle numbers. Why you are saying like that? The parent will get an idea. Oh, my student is unable to understand. If you concentrate on the lesson, definitely you will get the answers. Okay? So don't do that one. Don't blame the teachers and don't simply use that word. Listen the class. Try to learn that one. Then one more thing is, finally the point is, if you are really interested, then automatically you will get the answers. Okay? That's all. I'll stop at this session and we will meet in the next session. Meanwhile, we learn all the definitions and the transposing quantities and what are the linear equation and variable. That's all for today's session and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.